let's go with the Century Batteries Ipswich Super 440. The boys are having a good old debrief up on the desk, and we can throw them some questions. It's been a really good day for Triple Eight, taking both of the wins and a pair of podiums for Ryan Wood as well. So well done, buddy, and solidifying your spot in the 10 as well. We'll start with the man in the middle. Good to score one back in your corner this week, Will. What was the emotion like crossing the line today for that one?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough one with that race. Obviously, you win it a little bit. You know, it's not really on merit, that one, but it was still I'll take it. Like I said before, I'm a selfish race car driver, so I'll take any win. But yeah, it was unfortunate for Broc, obviously, to get the penalty. But yeah, stoked to get a win on our side of the garage. Felt like the car was really good. We made not a fair few, but we made changes between this morning's race and the second race, and felt like my car was more competitive and able to run with Broc.
You've won at a lot of racetracks in this country. What's it like winning at the one that's closest to your hometown?
Yeah, it's cool. I had a lot of friends and family down today, and they'll be down again tomorrow. So it was great to get that win, and I got to do a donut. So I asked for it because I thought, who knows if I'll win tomorrow? So I want to do a few skids, but yeah, really happy with it.
Excellent job today, mate. Well done. I'll keep it moving over to Broc for now. You're obviously very disappointed at finishing second. Let me pose this to you. You've wrapped up the Sprint Cup, so you've ticked that box today. Why does it matter if you finish second today?
Because I'm a race car driver and I like winning races. But yeah, I mean, congrats to Willie. He was obviously really fast in that race. Both cars, had a lot of speed today. So it's great to get 2 wins for the team. Yeah, for me, I'm obviously disappointed because I threw probably a race win away there. But overall, it's still a great day for the team. So plenty to be happy about. From my side, I'll just go back and understand what went wrong, what I can do better, and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Is it the kind of thing that would show up on data?
I'm not too sure. I'm sure we'll just go back and look at it and see if I did anything different. I didn't feel it in the car, hence like I questioned them a few times and they said, yeah, look, we've seen on TV you creeped a smidge, but that's enough to get a penalty. So anyway, just tried to get on with it, drove as fast as I could. We're able to pull a bit of a gap on the rest, but Will was still really quick.
You said earlier today that you would be just as happy with the 25 bonus points as you are with that very cool Repco Sprint Cup trophy. Just how important, how much focus have you been putting into the finals this year?
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't really thought about it too much, but as we got closer to wrapping up the Sprint Cup, it's the big prize, to be honest. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm here to try and win a championship, and I know those bonus points hopefully will go a long way. So as you can see today, things probably don't always go your way. I mean, a qualifying session like that, it would have been easy to be 10th today. So to have those bonus points up our sleeve, hopefully as we get to Gold Coast, is a big hand. But look, I'm not trying to overwrite the fact that how awesome it is to win the Sprint Cup and be the first one to do it. But obviously the bonus points will count later in the year.
Well done today, mate. Congratulations. Wow, Woody, man, you are in some pretty good form. I asked you after, I think, qualifying, is this the best you've driven since Perth? How about after a couple of races? Do you feel like this is as good as you've maybe ever driven at the moment?
I don't know. I just drive like I normally do, but still not good enough to get close to these two. So, yeah, I need to look at some data. There's some stuff that I need to focus on tomorrow, but I do feel like I've made a lot of inroads, more so just how to control a race and be a bit smarter. And probably today with that race with Kai, and I normally would rush a move or force something that shouldn't have been forced. Obviously, we got a little bit lucky with the safety car at the end, but all in all, to get 2 trophies here is really cool. And yeah, our car seems pretty speedy. I felt like we were the best of the rest sort of thing. So yeah, it was good.
Can you beat them tomorrow, or are they too far up the road?
I feel like if it rains, we might. But in the dry, they're just, on another level. They're driving really well as well. It's not like their cars are streaks ahead, because I feel like our car's really good. But we're just, 2-3 tenths isn't a lot, but they over 39 laps, look at how much they beat us by. So we do need to step up in a bit of race trim. But if we can qualify up the front again, I feel like we can try and at least hang with them for 5 laps, which I tried then and didn't succeed. So yeah.
Well done, mate, and looking good in the points as well. Let's open it up to the journos in the room.
Broc, you touched on it a bit. Sorry. Have you had a look at the vision of the start yourself, and did you feel a bit hard done by at that penalty?
No, I haven't seen the vision, but yeah, the team told me I moved, so I moved. Yeah, in the car, it didn't feel anything, so I was surprised when I first heard it. But yeah, the team said I moved, and apparently Larko did like a screen-by-screen thing, and yeah, I creeped. I don't know how much of a tyre, but a smidge of a tyre. So yeah, the penalties, I moved, so I go to penalty.
Does that, I mean, the perfectionist in you, like, I guess, does that irk you to kind of, just have the slightest thing, like a millimetre or centimetre, whatever it is, ruin the day? Not ruin the day, but you know what I mean?
I'm obviously disappointed, but it's hard because I've never, ever had that in my whole career. So it's a first for me today. But yeah, I'll just go and learn from it. And if I need to change something in how I do my starts, I'll do that. I don't know how many, I've had probably 110 supercar starts and a lot more in other categories. So my starts have been really good lately. It's something I've really focused on. So yeah, it's disappointing to get a penalty, but I don't want to change everything and ruin my starts either. So it'll be a minor tweak.
Will, I guess, like this year, like it's sort of been a strange sort of feeling where, Broc's been ahead a lot, but it's not all bad. You're obviously running second in the championship. Like, I guess, has it sort of felt a bit odd to you that you're kind of, running pretty well in the overall scheme of things, but, in the internal battles, sort of lacking a bit?
Yeah, it's weird actually when people ask that probably aren't into racing, because you say we're having a tough year, but we're second in the championship. But I think that's because of the team I'm with. They do such a good job. You can see what the team's capable of in the car with what Broc's doing. So I feel like I am having a tough year so far, and probably we haven't got the results we want. So this weekend so far has been really good to bounce back, and I felt like we did do that at Townsville. But even this weekend bouncing back, Broc's still bloody fast out there and probably should have won 2 races today. So still working on it, and just always trying to better yourself. I've, prepared and done everything the same as last year, and really that probably hasn't been good enough. Broc's obviously worked really hard as well, and it looks like he stepped the level up. So really I've got to try and, better myself and go with him.
And just one to any or all of you, just about just that challenge from qualifying to, the second quali today when it pissed down sort of, and you're all on slick tyres, and it looked pretty, pretty wild out there.
Yeah, I think my biggest challenge was trying to find the wiper button. I couldn't find it for half the lap, so felt like one actually slipped away there a little bit because I was pretty conservative, and obviously in those conditions you need to be pretty committed, and I think one of you boys were behind me and I could see them catching, and then I just sort of bombed it in the last couple of corners and it sort of worked out. But I sort of had Moz up the road a little bit to use as a reference, and I didn't use him at the last corner, which was lucky. So no, all in all, it was really exciting. I'm sure for the category it's something that was really cool to see. We don't get much of that sort of stuff very often, and to then even go out on wets and try and see people try and better their lap time, and Brownie, I think you had a spin and all that sort of stuff. It just shows like the teams are so calculated and trying to always make sure we can go better and better, and I didn't feel like we were going to go better, but I know Chaz jumped up a position because there were still cars that had obviously spared off. So it was an interesting session, but again, Feeney was too good even in the wet. So we need to do, like Brownie said, he's raised the bar, and in any circumstance he's the benchmark at the moment. So we need to go out there and try and find what that is, and that goes for every driver and team up and down pit lane, which is quite exciting.
Thanks, Ryan. Just nodding GT.
Yeah.
I beat him in an Audi.
Just put that out there.
It wasn't meant to be so loud. Yeah.
Will, we don't very often see a Saturday shoey and toss into the crowd off the podium. You got another pair for tomorrow?
Yeah, I remember before I threw it off, the Sadie, who works Triple A and does all our ordering of boots and gear and that, I thought she's not going to be happy about this, but oh well, here we go, threw it off. But she told me that she hadn't actually told me yet, but she'll order me 3 or 4 extra pairs this year because she expected it, but I haven't been using them because I haven't been winning as much. So she probably should have ordered them for Broc, but he doesn't throw them off. So yeah, it was cool to sort of have that moment again. It was sort of a thing I did last year. You know, we get a few sets of boots a year and just pull another set out, I guess. Yeah.
And what actually happened to the other one?
Some kid just asked me for it when I was walking out, and I said, yeah, righto, too easy. So I gave him the shoe.
And what was the atmosphere like on that podium? That's obviously something new at this circuit.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I haven't watched a racing back, but I don't think there's probably been the best racing or passing that we've had at other tracks, but the fans that have come out here this weekend already, the amount of people on the hill, the atmosphere here is probably the best I've actually seen this year. So it's a credit to Supercars and Tony Quinn for getting us back here, and also for all the fans that have come out and made this so special. I think, you know, you can see we got in here at 7:30 this morning and there was that many cars. It took us 45 minutes to get here, which is generally a 10-minute drive. So yeah, really, really excited to have so many people coming out. I wish every event was like this. It builds a hype around the event and makes it exciting to compete in front of everyone. So yeah, like I say, great racing here, and hopefully we're here for a long time to come.
Will, you had your old man up there on the podium with you as well. That must have been a really special moment for you and your family. Yeah,
obviously home round for Dad to come up on the podium. I think he was pretty stoked to get that opportunity. He hasn't had that before, so yeah, it's obviously a cool moment. You know, for all of us, we all did go-karting. Our dads and family supported us so much to get through the ranks and allow us to go racing and you know, put a lot of backing behind us, time, effort, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure it was a proud moment for him, but also great for me to have him up there.
And to get a win with Enduros and finals just around the corner as well, is this just the result you needed to start building momentum into the important back half of the season?
Yeah, I think it's a great time. I just think it's a great time for everyone on my side of the garage. You know, even Scotty, all those guys that are coming into the team to get a win at this time. Just sort of, I really want to do it this weekend just to elevate our side of the garage, show that we can win races again, and we can stick it to Broc because he has been doing such a good job, and go into the endurance series with some confidence that we can race up the front.
And Broc, I'm sure you welcome the challenge from the other side of the garage as well.
Oh, there's always a challenge from the other side of the garage. It's not like it's disappeared. As you said, he's second in the championship, and it's been super close for a lot of the year. So it certainly hasn't been easy. I'll say that. But I've really enjoyed working with Will. I think since he joined the team last year, I think we've both pushed each other a lot, and we're just improving ourselves, the team, everything. So yeah, it's exciting. It's just great for the team. As I said, another 1-2 today is awesome.
And Woody, for you, big points day for you with a couple of podiums. Obviously, there were a few things that didn't go your way in the middle of the season. Has there been a bit of a mindset shift since then to sort of collect points and maximise results when there isn't a race win on the table?
Yeah, definitely felt like we've always, put our focus on getting in that 10, and it sort of slips away through things out of our control, and even going into tomorrow, fingers crossed we can just finish off with another top 10 or top 5 podium, whatever. But at the end of the day, it just feels like we're getting a bit of momentum, and fingers crossed it can, it's not a win, but it feels like it's at a really nice time going into Enduros, and welcoming Juice into the car and that sort of stuff will be really exciting, and feels like we're actually half a chance at events to come, which is cool.
Hey, pardon me. Hey, Ryan, just a quick word on Lincoln Taylor, who's part of the Walkinshaw Andretti United Academy. He did a nice job today winning his first race.
Yeah, Link's been pretty impressive. He had a tough run at Townsville, some stuff probably out of his control, and there's some real big raps on him coming from some pretty important people. So, when people are speaking as highly as they do of him, it's pretty cool to see what he did today, win his first race. And I was out on the fence watching and biting my fingernails in those last couple of laps, and he was just ice cool, which was really cool to see. And he's obviously got a lot to learn still, but he's got that raw speed, which you can't really teach sometimes. And You can always slow a driver down, but it's pretty hard to speed a driver up. So he's worked with a lot of good people. I know he used to spend a lot of time out at Norwell, and there's a good group of guys coming through there at the moment as well. So with the 86 program going well again, it's really cool to see, and fingers crossed going into tomorrow he can have a bit of luck on his side.
What's your thoughts on the team shutting down the Super 2 program, given that you've got the Super on the horizon, so it obviously makes a lot of sense, but you graduated from that program, but also the fact that you're going to extend now the 86 program with that as well, which is really cool. Yeah,
it's obviously a little bit disappointing, but we have Toyota coming in obviously next year, and when hopefully the Gen 3 is available in Super 2, we'll look at bringing in the Toyota and going from there. So we'll see what happens. It's obviously something I came through and really felt quite, I guess, I don't know what the right word is here, quite passionate about it because... Andrew, come up here. No, I felt quite. I felt quite passionate about our Super 2 program because I wouldn't be sitting here without it. So definitely feel like it's a little bit of a loss for the next 2 years or however long. But I'm sure we'll come back swinging hopefully.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And just a final one from you, Broc. How do you feel about winning 50 grand potentially tomorrow?
Yeah.
Got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, that's.
What are you going to buy?
Don't play it down.
Hopefully tomorrow is a big night.
Is that just would that potentially? You haven't won it yet, but would that sort of money go into the AAA Christmas party kitty?
Yeah, I'm sure it will. So hopefully, hopefully we have a pretty cool Christmas party. Got one to go, but I don't know what we can get. Maybe we can fly everyone in a helicopter or something for the day.
Get your teammate to fly you around for the day.
All right, guys. We'll look forward to your company tomorrow. Thank you.
You to be the chauffeur for the day in the plane.